Hello, it's Kuldeep Clair, employment solicitor with Sterling Lawyers. Today I'm going to address a topic which some people asked some questions about. The topic which is becoming more and more relevant these days in the new field of work and employment, and that is the fact that people are working flexibly more and more nowadays. And some people are asking about how working more flexibly, for instance working from home, how that affects their employment rights, whether their employment rights are diminished maybe, or how working flexibly, working fewer hours, or working away from the usual workplace affects their employment status or their rights. The simple answer to that is it doesn't if you're working under the same employment contract. From an employer's point of view, the employer's obligations towards the employee remain the same as well. The only thing the employer needs to be aware of is that the employer needs to take care of the usual health and safety provisions. So from the employee's point of view, the rights are the same rights to holiday pay, normal pay, and maternity pay, all the usual benefits, everything else as usual continue to apply even when you're given the right to flexibly work. Your status remains the same, you're still an employee, so you don't become self-employed or anything like that automatically. You have more time to yourself, and it's up to you to control your working hours and the way in which you're working to ensure that the work is done. So, the rights and obligations remain basically the same. Obviously self-employed people have different rights. If you're self-employed, that's defined in your contract. So if you're working on a self-employed basis from home, you're self-employed, you're contracting, and your rights are completely different. You're not employed. So the real question is, are you actually self-employed under a self-employed contract or a contracting contract as a contractor, or are you employed under a contract of employment? And sometimes that may be a difficult question to ask, particularly if you haven't actually got a written contract at all. But if you've got a written contract, hopefully that should be quite clear.